What's going on? Beau D here, and today we're jumping into a pretty ridiculous category known as melodic minor scale theory. Actually, it's down here, right? I'm starting to get closer. Anyway, this is definitely for the advanced musician and anyone that wants to listen in. It's going to be a little bit out there, but some good stuff here. Let's dive in. So the scale, melodic minor, and again, we're going to use C as our bass, is like a major scale, just with a flat 3. And jazz players tend to like this scale because it has that raised 6th and 7th tone for soloing. And in classical, you'll tend to see that melodic minor played up in melodic minor and down in Aeolian or down the relative minor. So a lot of the passages in classical will be up melodic minor, down in the relative minor. So let's jump in. Left hand, first chord, C minor major 7th. So the first chord of melodic minor is minor major 7th. The second chord is a D minor 7th, sometimes in jazz, voiced as a sus 7, or a sus 7 flat 9. You'll just see that as that second position. You'll see a voice like that. So that's a little jazz tip. The third position of melodic minor is, and in this case it's going to be E flat major 7 sharp 5. So it's major 7th sharp 5. The fourth position is going to be dominant 7th. The fifth position is dominant again, and the sixth is half diminished, and then into another half diminished. So half diminished, and then again up to your minor major. Those are the naturally occurring chords in the melodic minor scale. You'll see that you're going to want to voice them a little bit differently. So the scales, first being melodic minor, that's your 1. The second, sometimes it's known as Dorian flat 2. Okay, again, my fingerings aren't going to be the best for this video series, but the third position is going to be kind of a funky scale, and that's going to be your Lydian augmented scale. It takes me a minute to remember what they are because they're certainly out there. That's your sharp 4, raised 4th, and raised 5th scale. Your fourth mode, which is probably the more famous of the modes, is your Lydian dominant scale. And you'll see that in jazz a lot, Lydian dominant. It's a dominant scale, like a Mixolydian, with a raised 4th. Your fifth mode, mix flat 6, so Mixolydian with a flat 6. Sixth mode is going to be your Locrian sharp 2, which is like the 7th mode in diatonic harmony, except in this case, you sharp the 2, or you raise the 2, going up. And then the 7th mode is going to be altered, or diminished whole tone. And again, that's going to have every bit of tension you can have in a scale. It has your flat 9, your sharp 9. It's got your sharp 11, your flat 13, your flat 7, and your 1. So again, the chords, minor major, minor 7th, or sus 7, as you see it sometimes, or sus 7 flat 9, major 7 sharp 5, dominant 7, half diminished, usually voiced as an alt, and then into your minor major. The scales, melodic minor is your first mode or position of melodic minor. Dorian flat 2. That was my phone going off in the background there. We have Lydian augmented for your third position. Lydian dominant for your fourth. Mix flat 6 for your fifth position. Locrian sharp 2 for your sixth position. And then of course your alt scale, which is pretty happening. Direct your questions to the site. There's going to be a lot of questions on these videos, and check out the second video in this series to see how you use these chords, when you use them, and they're really hip. You know, I probably use melodic minor about 20-30% of the time, just for that extra little out there sounding edge, and definitely gives it a really hip sound. I'm going to play a little music on this outro here. I'm Beau D. Thanks for tuning in. Check out the next video. I'll see you next time.